Okay. So, you will receive our item in progress here, which is wonderful to see. So, yeah, live happening, which is...
It's a separate thing.
Is that a separate item?
Yeah, separate item.
Not separate? Do we want to do this first and then...
This first.
Okay. All right. So then we'll come back to you for that as you work on it. All right. So we've got a voucher here for a custom swim trunk or swimsuit. And I got to say, that is... I love the looks of these. I'm tempted to bid on it myself almost. Many sizes and styles available as we see here, so this can go both male or female or other. Okay. Do you have a dollar amount in mind we could start at? Okay, 25 works for me. We got 25. We've got 25.
I go swimming 3 days a week.
All right. So 25 here. After we hear 30.
Really? Anybody 30?
Anybody for 30? 30. Oh, we got 30 in the back.
50.
50. All right. Anybody gonna beat 50? 55. 55. 55. 55. How about 51? Anybody want to go in for 51? All right. 50 going once. 50 going twice. Sold for $50. Now, as a note, once you win here, you're going to come over to the lovely Kajika, who's going to cash you out. Okay with the root key, yeah. Oh, and if you haven't seen it already, by the way, our charity this year is the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation.
Yay.
Great organization where a huge percentage of the money donated goes directly to research, not to overhead costs, which is fantastic to see. And it's great to be able to support an organization of this nature. So every dollar you spend today is going to a fantastic cause. All righty. What do we have next on our agenda?
Well, they said start over here, and I've got a set of lovely My Little Pony fidget spinners.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I know some of you need these. I use a fidget cube because I'm fancy. You know what, I'll hold them.
I was going to say. All right, who do we have on that, by the way? Pinky, Twilight, and Rainbow Dash.
Oh boy.
You can spin with the best of them.
Or worse. Look, it might not be your best pony, it might be your worst pony, and then you're just having fun with them and making them sick.
You can spin them right round to baby right round.
Who wants to start these? It would be about $15 at the store. Anybody want to start them?
20.
They're all together. You get all of them. You get all of them. No, it's 15 total.
15 for all of them, so, in the store. 20? All right, we got 20 bucks. Did we hear 25?
25. 30? 30.
You!
35.
You!
I can't see you. You're behind the column.
That was Ellie.
No, I'm not.
All right, so you're at 30? Raise your hand if you're at 30. Really? All right, 25.
It's for charity!
25 here.
25 is on the back, okay.
Anybody else in at 25? 2 in at 25. And either of you go to 30. 30.
$30.
Are they signed?
$30.
Anybody else in at 30?
Going once.
I'll sign it.
Going twice. Ellie signed them apparently. Is Ellie the new Larson? Sold.
Now, I gotta say, I was taking a look at this in the back and I thought this was really cool. Any Rainbow Dash fans? So, how about Rainbow Rocks? So, you might remember in Rainbow Rocks, Rainbow Dash's epic, mainly solo number, Awesome As I Wanna Be. Well, we've got a bag that is Awesome As I Wanna Be right on it. Full of yarn. That's cool. You can make all kinds of tails out of that.
Yeah.
So, this custom bag here, which I gotta say that could come in quite useful for a convention weekend. If you're anything like me and you hate carrying around giant bags around a con, but you still need a place to stash your stuff, this is perfect. As modeled by our lovely...
Okay, this is about the size to carry around my card, my room key, and my phone. Which would be great, because then I can leave everything else in the hotel room.
Exactly. So, if you want to be as awesome as Rainbow Dash wants to be,
Oh my.
let's start this off, let's start off at 20. Go ahead.
Anybody?
Anybody at 20?
2020, beautiful bag.
Well, here. I'm going in it.
Oh, you got it over here. 20? 25? 25? 30?
Yeah.
Keep your hands up.
Do it.
30 going once. 30 going twice. Sold the base shirt over here.
You.
Alright, so we have a hat here signed by Miss Ellie Ray
What?
with the words, friendship, keep friendship magic.
So, yeah, this year, we've got a couple items that are going to be coming up, but we wanted here to give a little beach souvenir for y'all. So this is directly stating Ocean City, Maryland, signed by Ellie Ray, myself, and Nova Rose here in the front row. So, especially for anybody who was here at the Feelings Forum, we loved getting to meet all of you this weekend. So we have a couple items in here, but this is the first thing we wanted to do here is this lovely hat, signed by all three of us. You can wear it out when you go to watch the eclipse tonight. It'll be great. Protect you from the sun that actually came out right now. So, you know what? Let's see how far we can go with this. We'll start it low and go high. How about 20 bucks? 20 bucks. 25. Anybody at 25?
25.
30. Do I hear 30? 30. 30. Yeah. We got a 30. 35. 35. Anybody?
35 going once.
Oh. They got 35. Okay, 40. 40. 40. 40. 40.
Keep your hand up. So we're at 35. He's at 35. Anybody want to go
Anybody
up?
at 40.
Going once for 35. Twice for 35. Sold to keep calm and carry on.
35.
Alright, so I've got some hard candy here. Just a giant bag of hard candy. Who donated this? It's taffy? That's fair.
I was gonna say, if you come to Ocean City, Maryland, you do saltwater taffy.
I've never had saltwater taffy, okay? Don't blame me.
I didn't live on the ocean! So, is this auctioning off the right to win it and then feed it to you, or?
I don't know how I feel about that. Fine. Fine, you can pick the piece I try for the first time, because screw it, I'll jump in.
This'll be an experience, y'all.
And I've had Smoky Mountain taffy.
Okay, alright. So now you'll be able to be a taffy connoisseur and describe the differences.
Great, I get to review taffy. All right.
Yeah.
Bag of saltwater taffy. Who wants to start it? Call it a number. $5. 10. Anybody else in at 10? 2, 3. All right, 15. Who's still in? 20. Who's still in? 25. Who's still in? I got 125. 25 going once. Going twice. Oh, I got 2. Who's in at 30? Who's still here at 35? Who's still here at 40? He's getting shaky. Who's still here at 50? Woo! Who's still here at 60?
$60!
60! In the back!
All right.
Going once! Going twice!
Oh, 65!
Sold! Yeah, no.
Get ready for it.
Oh boy.
All right. Dun, dun, dun.
Look, you knew this was going to happen one way or another. Either it was going to be marshmallows or taffy.
Yep. If Tron has marshmallows, we've got taffy.
There's also mayonnaise.
I realize I'm an earth pony and I'm kind of immune to that, right?
Yeah, I had to have a horn.
We're the exact same, except that.
Exactly. It is interesting. We're essentially the same shade of green. I promise we didn't try it either. Exactly. How now?
There are 10-foot poles that won't touch that.
So, what are we going to be bidding on next?
Well, I think you're going to have to describe this because this one's beyond me.
Oh, okay. Kajika, you have a, well, here. Go ahead. You can hold it up and I'll.
This is a handmade necklace pendant with an epoxy resin with mother of pearl, like actual sand. It's got glow-in-the-dark glitter in it, and actual seashells from Ocean City, Maryland.
We assure you it is not cursed.
Okay. As the man who had to drive home the cursed box from TrotCon, I can assure you, we did not allow any cursed items into this auction.
Also, as the one who was supposed to award the box, I am not sorry.
You realize that we lost our car thanks to that,
Yep.
right?
What happened?
Dead serious. The brakes went out of the car on the way home.
Not my fault.
2 years in a row. I'm not allowing most of anything to come home with me from Trot this year. Anyway, so, but for gear, we've got this lovely necklace that I gotta say, knowing what all is in it and knowing that it's not cursed, is definitely an item you want to take home. Oh, and it's blessed. Now it's blessed.
All right, who wants to start it?
30.
30 in the back. Okay, do we hear 35? 35, anybody? 35. We got 30, anybody else? 35, 35, 35.
I think you just won it.
All right. Oh, we got it 35.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
Do we got 40? Do we hear 40? 40, 40, 40, 40.
Yeah.
In the back. 45. 45. 40 going once. 40 going twice.
Fancy.
Sold.
Yeah!
All right, and now we're going to get our lovely cosplay model to model some things.
Are these two going together or separate?
These look like two different artists.
Okay, they're separate.
This one's Balto Racing. It says, I am not an artist.
Balto.
It is.
But it is great.
So, if anybody's familiar, Balto Racing, great, wonderful member of the fandom from DC. And, yep, you probably know him from talking incessantly about racing or the Orioles. So,
That song is saying something.
but now you get to see, now what is it? It's button mash.
And the sun is like, oh my
It is, an interesting representation of button mash, we'll say. A very unique one that you definitely want to put on your fridge and show mom.
It's an optical illusion because there's three.
Are your $5? Okay, we got 5. 10? 10, anybody? 10.
5 going once, 5 going twice.
10. We got 10. 15. Do we hear 15? 15. 20. 25.
$100, I'll be surprised.
30.
Someone's
35.
gonna frame that and put it on their
40.
fridge.
Up. 40. We got 40 up. 40. No, okay.
35.
Back to 35. Okay, how about 36? Either of you in for 36? Come on. You both said 35. Do either of you want to go 36? Okay. 36 going once. 36 going twice. Sold for $36.
Still a good amount of money for a sketch like that. Yeah.
Just real quick, side note, is Adam Delaney in this room by any chance?
Yes.
Please come to me. I have something for you you're gonna want.
Oh my.
Oh, Adam.
Is that why the curtains are here?
So, we have another.
It's the biblically accurate Old Bay
Biblically accurate Old Bay seasoning.
seasoning.
We have the biblically accurate
15.
Old
We got
Bay
15
seasoning
up front already.
angel. Come to bless you and your crab legs.
All right, $15. Do we hear 20? 20?
Oh my god.
30.
25? 30?
If that goes
Okay, up.
Keep them up. Keep
Keep
them
them
up.
up if you're in at 30.
35.
40.
40.
Up. Okay, 40. Anybody else in at 40? $40 going once. $40 going twice. Sold. That's coming to my house.
Okay. Now we have something that's less of a sketch.
That was the artist.
Artist here.
Oh! Cheers for the honest.
This is a lovely piece by Kitty Sapphire.
Ooh! One of our great vendors this year. Give it up for the vendors, by the way.
To illustrate this artist's talent, I have no doubt she started drawing this probably Thursday night in her hotel room and gave it to us yesterday.
I will never stop being amazed by what artists in this fandom can do. I swear.
All right. Who wants to start it? Yell a number.
Or Jess.
Oh, come on. Don't be scared.
For charity.
20 bucks.
20.
No, I was gonna say it.
Anybody else in at 20? Going once. Going twice. Anybody? Sold! Okay, now we've got most of the small things out of the way. We're going to get to some of the big stuff. Let's start right here. I have a packet of mayonnaise.
Bing bong.
Magic Queen Feather. Signed by Ellie Ray herself.
Is it biblically accurate, man?
And labeled with the convention it was gotten at.
Seaqustriafest.
I will tell you, I do happen to own an Arby sauce packet loan signed by Lee Tokar. So, you know what? I'm gonna put myself in for this at 15. So, all right, let's wait for Fee to put on the goggles because if I'm betting, she's got to do it. No. I've never thought about using mayo as moisturizer before, but there's a first time for everything.
I mean, you can put mayonnaise in your hair as a conditioner, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Is that like that is an untapped market? Maybe we need to start this, like, you know, official brony, you know.
I mean, for Gen 5, it's very important.
All right.
Oh, only one big one.
So, I have replaced the O and the A in the word mayonnaise.
We're at 20 right now. We're both at 20.
Wrong.
So, 20 bucks, 25, 30, 35.
That's so much.
She's getting weak. 35 up front. Anybody else? I got over there too. 40. Keep your hands up. Keep them up.
I don't have any.
40 up front. 40 over there. 45. Keep your hand up if you're in. All right, 45. Anybody else? She's getting weak. She's getting weak. 45 going once. 45 going twice.
Bing bong!
So.
Oh, the party cannons and all that. That's funny.
It can happen.
Big Mike.
Only on the hub. No.
Isn't that? All right, first big ticket item, and it has been defiled with googly eyes.
Oh, no.
They come off.
They do come off.
Okay.
But you know,
Who signed this?
there would be the voice actor for Cadence,
Oh my.
the one and only Britt McKillop.
So we do have it signed by Britt, and we do have this lovely Cadence plushie, and it kind of self-stands.
She can't sit still. She fits, she sits.
There we go. Well, mostly. She's just tired. It's been a weekend. So, who wants to bid on the lovely plushie?
50.
50? Anybody else in at 50? I got 2 in at 50, 3 in at 50, 3 in at 50. All right. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. I got 1 in at 80. Anybody else in at 80? Yell out now. Got another one at 80. 85, 90, 95, 100. I don't think Britt's coming to any conventions anytime soon. 100 in the third row. Anybody else?
These auctions are intense.
100 going once. Anybody else in at 100? Going twice. Sold! Your turn.
All right. So, anybody familiar with the pillars of Equestria? How about a certain pillar who made the ultimate sacrifice and gave up her own beauty? One by the name of, I don't know, Miss May? So, this lovely little design here, and I believe your badge goes in this, correct? So, your badge will go in the middle. You'll have this piece up top, this piece underneath. The artist is right here. Shout out. Go Moonbeam. And it is signed love eternally from Miss Maine herself, Ellie Ray.
There's only 2 made, so if you get that one, you get some rest Miss Ellie Ray. And those are the only 2 ever will be made.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
limited.
hold you to that.
And a hug. And let me tell you, those are priceless. So,
She does get the best hugs.
all right. What do you think, guys? Somebody shout out a number to me.
20.
20? I see. I got 20 in the back. Do we hear 25? 25, 25. 25! How about 30? 30, 30, 30. 35, 35, 35. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 45. Oh, okay. So you're in at 45.
I saw your hand.
Anybody else in at 45? 45 going once. 45 going twice. Sold for $45.
Where did I see?
Now, I bet y'all thought we were just gonna go straight down the table, didn't you? No, we're gonna start over here now.
All right. So,
Full noodle?
did we figure out her rations in there? All right. All right. Are we good to sell? Do this as a side note? Okay. So okay, so has anybody been to a convention where I've done chaos at a charity auction before? If not, welcome.
What did you do?
So, no, you know because you signed it.
Oh, right, I did.
So, if you didn't see, earlier today, how do I
Oh,
what
that.
you just did? So, I went around to our vendors, our musicians, our community guests, and our guests of honor, many of which are here. Shout out if you're vendors, musicians, community guests. This is signed by as many of them as we could get, including our con chairs, signed this lovely pool noodle, because we thought, what better way to remember the beach than this lovely noodle of pool? But it doesn't come just as that. We also wanted to make a full fun in the sun package, complete with a Sunny Star Scout,
Yeah, I see what you did there.
2 glitter balls, a unicorn flotation tube.
That's my favorite.
You sit in its face.
You sit in a... Oh, God. The After Dark panels were last night. Anyway, and we've got some juice to keep you hydrated out there.
Hell, hydrate!
And here's the glitter beach balls.
They got faces on them like Superman.
But you know what would be even more fun on the beach?
What, sunscreen?
Pinata!
How about a piñata?
Filled with candy.
Filled to the brim with candy. By the way, many of these items were brought to us by the lovely Ellie Ray. So, we're going to have this as a whole set, all of this together to give you this nice fun in the sunset and a commemorative piece from your experience here. So, you know, for our Fun in the Sun kit, including your pool noodle signed by so many wonderful, talented people here, including the right, if you wish, we could try to hook this up to have you whack it apart right now if you want.
Hey, I have a...
It's
I have an
fully
idea.
loaded.
I have an idea.
What? You have a question?
Kind of an idea. Like, if someone buys that, could they, like, use it and just whack, like, one of the people?
I mean, if you want to whack it open with the pool noodle, be my guest.
Okay.
We might need to delay closing ceremonies.
It's up to them.
But, how much for this wonderful package, y'all?
No! Timber.
Don't worry, I got it back up.
When I see Cinnamon's face, question
All right.
Oh, no, I just followed your lead. Anyway, who wants to start this whole set?
$50! So you're 55, 55. 55 anywhere.
Really? Anybody else in at 50?
Her dumpy's full of candy.
You can whack people with it.
55. 55, 55, 55. 60, 60. Do I hear 60? We got 260. 65. 70. 75.
Rotation device.
Okay, we're at 75 right here in the green. Do I hear 80, 80, 80, anyone? Anybody else in at 75?
Go in this on the beach.
75.
75 going once. Oh, we got 75. Okay, so 80. We're at 80 now. 80, 80, 80. Still in at 80? Okay, we got 2 in at 80. 85, 85, 85, 85.
90.
Oh, okay, we're down. So we got 90 in the back. Anyone else in at 90, 99, 90, 90?
Holler out. Going once.
Oh, 95, 95.
100.
Anybody for 100?
We're in at 100. We've got 100 right there. Anybody else in at 100? 100 going once. 102. All right, 102.
I got half the 2.
Okay, how about 105? 105. Okay, anybody? Are you out?
106.
100.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Still in?
Really going 100.
107. 108. How about 110? Either of you for 110? 110. 112. 115.
Oh, it's so worth it.
We still got 115. Okay. 120. Okay. We're going down. All right. 120. Anyone else at 120? 125. And 126. Okay. Either of you. Okay. How about 130? 130.
Take it down, you guys.
She's in at 130.
130. One. Okay.
Oh no!
The pool noodle can't believe it.
We'll go to the beach tonight. We'll go to the beach tonight to watch the eclipse, and we'll blow up the flotation device, take the noodle, and our half of that.
Ellie, honey.
Tonight. We'll use it tonight down at the beach. Come on.
This woman's crazy. She's on my flight. We gotta be at the airport at 6 a.m. All right, 135. No, we gotta go to 35. 135. 135. Anybody else in at 135?
Well, we got 135 at least. So anybody at anybody else at 135? Let's. Okay.
135 going once. 135 going twice.
Oh!
Sold!
It's fine if he shows up to him with a friendship blazer.
Limited edition fruit card.
You're bad, it should feel bad. You're bad, it should feel bad. Keep it up.
69 cents. 69 cents.
250! I got time for 250! 350!
I want you to know that at TruckCon we auctioned off something for $420.69.
$6.66.
420. $5.
$6.66.
$5.69.
They don't hear.
$6.90.
Oh god, they have
$6.90.
total.
1 million.
All right, I'm gonna be dangerous. $14.20.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh no.
Oh, he's still in. You in?
Don't worry, it'll be fixed. If you can go to 69.
14.20.
14.20.
15. It's all his. 15 going once.
Got it. 14,
14.20? It has to sell for 4.20.
Not $14.20 or $15.
14.20.
14.20. Okay, that works.
14.20. Raise your hand. Going once. Going twice. Sold.
Awesome.
So do we need a lovely assistant to show this off? I need somebody to go in the audience. We have a lovely hard printed card.
Now,
Okay.
remember we talked about with our lovely and talented artist over here was saying that they were working on something when we started the auction. It is now complete. It is a beautiful piece of the
Roaring Thunder.
mascot, Roaring Thunder, yes. You saw it be completed before your very eyes.
Who would like to start it? It is a very thick piece of paper, by the way.
That is the very thing, yes.
I believe the term is thick with 2 C's.
Yes.
All right, who wants to start it? Call it a number. Anybody? $5. $10. Anybody else in at 10? 2 people. Anybody else in at 15?
I just want to make sure you weren't looking for me. My bad.
No?
Oh, hang on.
All right, well, wait a second.
Yeah, it is one of a kind piece. It is a one of a kind piece.
This is a preview for the plushie that's coming later.
So where are we at on this?
10.
Nobody on 15 yet?
Nope, we have one person at 10. Anybody else in at 10?
I'll go in. I like it.
You're bidding against her? Against?
Am I really against you right now?
Yes.
Screw it.
All right, you're bidding. All right, this is going to be a fun car ride home. Who's in at 15? Just you? All right, friendship. 15 going once, 15 going twice. Sold. So that's still taped. We have here a Crystal Princess Celebration Twilight, never opened from box. And it still works.
And it talks. In case you wanted something to join the creepy levels of Furbies, here we go.
That was donated by the concert that's not in the what?
This is actually donated from the other concierge that was not able to make it this year due to personal family reasons.
Okay, I'm going to read this to emphasize how far this came. Distributed in Australia by Hasbro Australia. Copyright 2017. No, the proof's just on the bottom. So, 5 years old, still works, still in the box, all the way from the 7th continent. Who wants to start it? Antarctica was discovered before Australia, right?
Sure.
Let's go with that. All right,
Why
who wants
not?
to start it? $2.50? Really? Anybody else? $5? $20?
Okay, there we go. Okay.
50. 50. He
What
got
do you have? 20. 25. Okay. 30. 40. Okay. 40. 40. 45. 45.
Oh, we got one at 50.
Wait, 50, okay, 50, 50, okay, 55, 55, 55. 60. Okay, we got 60 right now. Anybody else in at 60? Yeah, who wants to push Twilight's button? So,
Can't make this up.
$60 going once, $60 going twice, and sold!
We really have hula hoops.
We do have hula hoops. They're iridescent hula hoops.
I assume donated by Ellie.
Yes, you would assume correctly.
So Ellie has provided us with 3 iridescent hula hoops. I don't want to use these right now because I really can't. Who wants?
Gently used by Ellie, yes.
Gently used by Ellie, of course, yes.
That's my IUD.
Who would like to start off the hula hoops? $5?
$5.
Raise your hand.
$6.
Give me
Oh,
your
here we
tag.
go.
I think they just went up in value.
All right, so we got $6. Raise your hand.
Wait,
if
no,
you
wait,
got
your
6.
10 back there? 10, we got 10 back there. Okay, wait, we got another hand here, so
everybody, hold on. Keep your hands up until we call a number you're not in on. Stop putting them down because we lose your bid. All right, $10. Keep your hands up.
It's hard as hell.
15, 20, 25.
It's hard.
wait, okay, so we got 25 here. Anybody else in at 25?
I'm trying to do a neck.
Going once.
25 going twice.
Sold.
Okay, are these ready to go for dancing?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that that's anything. I think that's just for you.
Just go crazy.
The-
I like it.
There we go.
Oh my God.
All right.
I know we're both like, ah.
So, hey there, would you mind displaying this for us? Yep. So, do you guys like the room signs that we found around the con? How would you like to take one home with you? And not just take one home as is, one signed by Miss Ellie and all the community guests from this weekend. Oh, and apparently Nova Rose drew a picture on it too. And, oh, okay, Moonbeam over here designed this piece, so. 20, 25, 30, 35,
40,
40, okay, I'm gonna get
45,
okay, 50,
55,
60,
65,
70,
75,
80,
85,
90,
95,
100,
105,
110,
115,
120,
125,
130,
135,
140,
150,
160,
170,
180,
190,
200,
225. Got one.
So we got 225.
Two in.
We got 2 in. Okay, 2. Wait. Do we feel okay? Let's do this. 235. 250. 250. Going once. 250 going twice.
I think you're Dubby.
Sold. Come on up and get your song. All right, so, Gajinka, I know you talked a little bit about this piece earlier. Here, hang on.
Okay, so this. We're doing great. Thank you guys. This is amazing for Thursday Pod. All right, so this is part of a set that was made and has been, how do I put this? Separated. All the like the princesses all had one of these. This is a interpretation of Celestia's Star versus the Forces of Evil wand. Signed by Kelly Sheridan.
Kelly Sheridan.
Yep.
Voice of Starlight Glimmer.
Starlight Glimmer. I don't know why she got the Celestial wand, but I mean, yeah.
Okay, look at Starlight. She probably still.
Exactly, exactly. Little back history on how this was donated. This was donated at 2019 BronyCon as our first donation from the attempted Arizona cons. So it's got an interesting history to it. It's not only separated from the group, because there was like 7 of them, I think, originally.
8.
8.
There were 8.
Yeah, there were 8. And it
remember
still
that.
got the zip tie to it.
Yeah, it's still got the peace time for BronyCon.
So, who knows? Maybe it might bring you some good luck.
It's magic.
20. Alright, I got 25. Keep your hands up.
30,
35.
40,
45.
50.
55. Got 1 in at 55.
Yeah.
Anybody else at 55, 55, 55, 55?
Going
Signed by
once.
Kelly Sheridan. Anybody in for 55?
Going twice. Sold. All right. We're getting down to the wire because we don't have anything surprise, right? There's no surprise.
I am the surprise.
Ew, my. But we're getting, what you see on the table is all we have left. There's no surprises here. At least I don't think there are. So how about we start with a little coloring book piece?
I colored this in the kids' thing.
Aww.
I signed it.
Who wants to bid on the little coloring book piece made in the kids' corner?
20 bucks.
20 bucks! I got 2 at 20. Anybody else?
Oh my God, you're so good.
22, 24, 25,
Aw.
26, 30. I got 1 in at 30. Yes, no?
Are you still in it, 30?
Oh. 25? Yeah, we got 1 in at 25. 25 going once, going twice. Sold! So, where did these come from?
I believe.
The stickers.
Oh, those are me.
Yeah.
Realize that they're also on our badge.
I know they're on our badge lanyards. Also, I have them in my phone case. Someone just came out and dropped them off on my table. I'm like, what are these? Cool stickers.
There's 2 sets.
Yes, I know. 2 sets of stickers.
That are all 3 of the mascots.
Again, these will not be provided anywhere else. If you were not a community guest or buying them now, you won't get them.
Oh, so these weren't sold. These are,
No, these were donated specific.
so these are specifically for the auction or guests.
Yes.
There's only like 4 guests, so that means there's a total of what, 6 sets?
Something like that, yeah.
I'll start 20 for a set.
All right.
20 per set? 25. When we get down to 2 hands, that's who gets it.
30.
30.
Cutie.
35.
Cutie.
Okay, we got
I got 2. Anybody else?
anybody else before they go?
I got 3 at 35.
40?
One of you drops, the other two get it. 45.
They won't be anywhere else. This is it.
50. I got 2 in at 50. Anyone in?
Anyone else?
Thank you, Ellie, by the way. 2 in at 50. Going once. Going twice. 2 in at 50 for a total of 100.
Yeah!
I don't know. Is this too...
Are these separate things?
They're just separate things.
Okay.
Okay, so who enjoyed the My Little Pony movie from 2017?
Who remembers that they made coral necklaces together?
So,
Necklace,
any-
a pin, and a keychain.
yeah. So, any fans of Princess Skystar, played by Kristen Chenoweth? I love Kristen Chenoweth, by the way. Check out this lovely piece of here. Let's take this around so everybody can get a good look at what you're bidding on here. All right, we already got a bid. All right, now let everybody.
So it is a keychain. It can be worn as a necklace, or it can be worn as a pin on your jacket. Or you can put it on as a necklace and then pin it to your tie so the tie stays in place. Because I'm fancy.
Oh, so that's who you are.
You've been hanging around Igor too much.
honey. I picked out some of Sky's suits.
All right, so we had 10, so 15.
Oh, okay.
Anybody else in at 10?
Okay, because I'm.
We're gonna wait for Ellie.
All right.
Stickers or cards.
And
I'm
two.
not sure how to go about it.
I can do something for you. You know, you can contact me here or I give you my email information with my email.
3 and a 10.
Oh,
We're waiting on it to make its way around. Not like we're in a huge hurry right now.
Same name.
Unless the concierge is gonna throw things at me and tell me hurry up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've lost all concept of time. Wait, were you?
Wait. If we want to start a fight, we can either throw a chair from the audience or we can throw the con chair and that'll start a fight.
Now, what happens if we throw the con chair sitting in a chair?
Hey,
Oh, yeah, well, if we throw the con chair sitting in a chair, I agree with the man in the back, we start a riot. Alright, I got 3 and a 10. We're gonna
Okay,
get started.
so
Raise your hand if you're in at 10. 1, 2, 3. Anybody else? Who's in at 15?
15, 20,
Got
25.
2. Still 2. No, still down to 1.
We got 25 over there. Anybody else? $25.
Going once. Anybody else? Going twice. Sold to the gentleman in front.
Now this next piece, though, I gotta tell you,
It's heavy, it's a round. Or it feels like a round.
It's coral. This is a piece of coral.
this is painted coral. Which, again, this is you, right, dear?
Yes, it's actually one of the painted paintings, so, and the back of it is bare, so if you are like someone who likes one of the painted ones with you can actually paint them yourself. The back.
You can add to it. See, we're getting all kinds of multifaceted pieces today. I love it. Love it.
Thunder and it has pink on it.
All right.
Or I can sign the back of it for you too.
Oh, Ellie has
Okay,
offered to
hold on,
sign the back.
Hold on. Before Ellie offers that, I gotta say this. Even if she signs it in Sharpie, it's a piece of coral. It'll come off.
Good point.
I
Good
don't,
point.
I don't want Ellie to offer something and then get home.
Good point.
It is a piece of coral. Sharpie doesn't stay on it.
I have pens that will work.
You have a pen that okay. We have a pen
Then
that will work.
We have solved the.
So we have solved the signature. Ellie will sign it. Who would like this lovely piece of coral? I got 10 over here. Anybody else in at 10? Got 2 in at 10. Raise your hands.
And there, we got another one over here.
Got 3. Keep your hands up.
So, 15,
Still
20.
3. Still 3.
25,
Still 3.
30,
Still 3.
35,
2 now.
40. Oh,
1.
okay, how about 36?
Whatever you want. 36.
Okay, so anybody else in at $36? 36, 36, 36. 36 going once.
Yeah, baby.
36 going twice. Sold for $36. you guys got to check out the vendor hall this weekend, right?
Yeah.
I hope so. So we're gonna have hatception here apparently. So yeah, welcome to TF2. We only have this, unless anybody else wants to give me their hat, and we can just see how dang it.
Now hold on, is that hat going?
No, it's not.
Okay, then take it off.
Just the top two, because I love my Sonic hat too much.
I mean,
These were donated by Boyd, I believe, correct?
yes, this was donated by Boyd.
Over in the vendor hall, which, can I say, if you haven't checked out Boyd's stuff, Boyd has some amazing, amazing items. Both of these hats here, now they normally retail, I believe, $25 a piece is what they sell them for. So, this is worth $50 as is. Sure. Yep.
What is Seaquest?
I don't know if I just made them worth more or less by wearing them. However,
Ellie made them worth more by touching them.
I'm not even, I've got my fist inside here. So my fingers are touching them.
So now we have Ellie Ray fisting hats. Feel free to quote me out of context.
hashtag Seaqustriafest moments. So,
Not good enough.
I think he's asking Dubby.
Woo!
Sea ponies in Seaquestria.
So.
Unfortunately, I can't get them.
All
Maybe
right.
not half.
Who wants to start the hats? 40?
Eh.
20.
No,
All right, we got one in at 20. Anybody else in at 20 on the hats? Two in at 20. 25.
try to settle
30.
some stuff.
35. 40.
Trying to find a good
45. One in at 45. Anybody else? Call out now. 45 going once. Going twice. Sold to the magic person.
now I can actually legit wear them.
These are some very tightly made shadow boxes.
One is really sparkly.
So these are very tightly made.
Did I make a good investment, y'all? Does it look alright? Alright.
So these are very tightly made shadow boxes. This one on the left is the one we're going to start with. This is the not sparkly one for those who don't like glitter.
Who could not like glitter?
Me.
Oh, shame.
I'll go ahead and shield everyone else. They don't have to raise their hand. I don't like glitter. It gets in everywhere. So,
I don't like sand, of course.
who would like to start this commemorative convention shadow box? I'm assuming these are the only two in existence.
Yes. Only two.
Who would like to start it? 50.
$50!
Woo!
We are 55.
Anybody else in at 50? It's for one.
It's for the non-sparkly.
Going once. Going twice. Sold. That's one down. Now we're going to do the one covered in glitter. The sparkly one. These are framed. They do self-stand.
25.
I'll do 50 for that one.
50.
I got 50. 100.
Wow, glitter really is like.
Anyone else in at 100?
Jinka's in.
I've got
Kajika's in. The Conchier's in?
I've been holding on to it for like a year and a half, and it
glitter in my.
It
It
grew
just
on you?
suits you, right?
All right, so Kajika's in at 100.
And 100.
Okay.
125. What? Ah! 125. Anybody else besides these two? All right. 130. 140. 150. 160.
Oh, God.
170. 180. 180. Anyone else in at 180? Going once. Going twice. Sold! Okay.
So, now,
This is the last thing.
So if you've been holding out, now is the time to go nuts.
I know. We've got signed stickers, including one that wasn't issued to the guests.
I signed it. I signed my sticker and I signed my button. And it's a button and a sticker for each of the
We've got a set of buttons for the convention mascots and a convention button. The other set of fidget spinners. A lovely thank you poster. But that's not everything. So the thank you poster is actually made by Peruser of Pieces,
Who also made
these plushies. And I'll let you two hold these two, and I'll get the other one because So these are lovely, lovely plushies. Two relaxing sea ponies by the beach.
And I'm going to tell you too, holding these have got like, there is some substance here. Like these have some heft to it, so they will stand up well.
One requirement, I have to take a picture of whoever wins.
Okay, Gajinka is asking to take a picture of whoever wins.
It's gonna be me.
Okay.
All right, now, hold on, before we start bidding. We also have a full-size Griffin plushie. Now, for those who don't know, Griffin plushie is really hard to come by. But this one has something about it. Boy, he thick!
Yeah, he's it! That's a big boy!
And it's not even like it's kind of plushy or
But,
anything.
Pete.
I can bounce a quarter off that.
What's happening right now?
He can hold a pin in that thickness.
It's also good card sliding too.
Finally got it out. So,
We had to work to get the pen out. I don't know what that says.
a lot. All right. Who would like to start this off? 300. I've got three people.
There's 400.
Who's raising for 400? Raise your hand. 400. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in at 400. 420. Okay.
$600.
600.
If someone says
Who's still in? 1, 2, 3 still in at 600.
Please.
650. 700. 750.
Oh no.
800.
Oh.
If they go 1,000.
850. 900 for one-of-a-kind plushies and everything that goes with them.
Where are you getting this money?
950. You know what's coming next. Get a loan, 1,000. I've got 2 in at 1K.
This calls for the national
1050.
tax.
1100. 1 in at 1100. Anyone else for $1,100? Going once. Going twice.
Oh my God, what a steal.
$1,100 sold. Oh, I got my throat hurts. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have helped us donate $2,646 to the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation.
With the attendance, I am told, that is roughly $206 per person.
You did that, each and every one of you.
Excuse me, that's $26 per person. I added a zero. I got your hopes up.
Okay, still, you did that every single...
Thank you all very much.
Thank you for coming to the charity auction. Thank you for being here. We love you all. Thank you for your generosity. Rarity would be proud of every single one of you. And stay tuned. We're going to have closing ceremonies in a bit once we get all of this taken care of. So.
Oh, I carried the wrong number. It's $26 per person. Wait a minute. I carried the wrong number? My bad.
There's only 10 people here.
Yeah, 10 people here.
It's miracles.
It's all a mirage.
It's very dedicated.
Like it's everyone's holograms. It's just.
Okay, look, I'm tired and sometimes I make math mistakes. Thank you all for calling me out on it.
Ceremonies yet, but what I want to do, since this is especially like our first convention and everything, I want to take a picture of everybody, if that's okay. All right. All right, so give me just a second here. Thank you, everybody, for helping me out with that. Now, I already got Friara's. You'll get some. I feel like we could make it a little bit more hyped up. I mean, there's now sun. Y'all did that. Come on. Come on. Did everybody enjoy the concerts, the panels? That's what I thought. Yeah. I can't imagine, like, this would have happened like 3 years ago when we first started trying to work this thing together. Like, I haven't seen anybody like frowning or anything. It's all been smiles even. Oh, no. I spoke too soon. What can I do? Oh, there we go. Shiny teeth and sparkle. So, yeah, I appreciate that. That means, like, the world to me. And Marvel, or Phoenix, whichever one she wants to do this with. She's going to be holding herself at some point. I don't understand, but... Oh, Thunder's holding you, and you're holding Thunder? This is kind of interesting. Is this like Inception or something? I don't know.
Alright, the ship fixed right themselves.
She did it, not me. I swear it wasn't me this time. Alright. You want to go ahead and put our first thing up there for us today. Alright, so I want to welcome and thank Miss Ellie Ray, wherever she is. She's somewhere. She's disappeared. She's good at this. She's magic. She's very, very magical. We don't know where she went. Oh, she went to go get coffee. That's okay. We love and appreciate her anyway. Alright, so hope everybody had fun with her, got lots of autographs, enjoyed her antics. Alright, next slide please. We'd like to thank our community guests for our first convention this year. Baha Griffin, who was here virtually. That was interesting. Oh my God. Cherry Days, I'm not sure if she's still here or not. They left? Oh, okay. Fiara, our lovely pink girl. Ford Progress. Ford, where are you? Did he go to get coffee too? He disappeared. Man. I mean, up. Now I catch some of y'all, but not enough. Come on. Ellie's been trying to teach all this all weekend. All right. And Miss Nova Rose. I want to go ahead and thank our sponsors this year. without y'all, without all of y'all, we wouldn't have been able to do this. Our sponsors mean a lot to us because without y'all, who knows what we wouldn't have gotten. We might have not gotten her, we might not have gotten, you know, Ellie Ray. Those sponsor pieces really come in clutch with those so we can make sure to get more guests for our community to enjoy. So first is choral sponsors. We had Kitten Pickles, Berry Cake, John Hildebrandt, Blue Star Brony, Mark Timothy Moses, and Rain Drizzle. I'm sorry if I mispronounced any of these. All right, we had conch sponsors, Monsieur Zim, Crimson Agro, Quill and Shiny. Magic Conch! See, y'all are getting it, but not, like I said, not quite. You've been teaching them all week, and they
I
just...
thought by closing they'd be really strict.
Let's just try to get Aquaman sponsors.
Aquamarine sponsors. Carl Hansen, Statman Dan, and Jaden. And last but not least, our Pearl sponsors. We have the lovely Benny, who has been nothing but a gem. Lunar Master, Shinzo Scribe, and Night Rainbow. Thank you so much. That means the world to us, quite literally. Thank you, thank you. All right.
Do a dance. Sarah, do something. Make a little,
Big little love tonight.
yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, you don't want to see me shake it.
Yes, I do.
It's like red. It's like turning red. I'm like... All right, we want to thank our musicians who did amazing concerts, so much that it shook the 4th floor. And they weren't even on it. They were on the 2nd floor. We didn't get any noise complaints either, which is like, we shook the building and no noise complaints at the same time. I don't even understand how that happened, but okay. I swear if y'all cause an earthquake. I know! Alright, we want to thank Luck Rock, AWOL, Blue Intellect, Evershade, P1K or Ponywan Kenobi, Koa, Caliber, and Achieve Hunter. And I said your name right! All right, we want to thank our 2022 staff, concierge, forget about that first person, Marble Archer and Fandom Wares, and me, Gajinka. Department heads this year were Hippo and Communications, Redman and Events, P1K and Concert, where is he? Oh, he already left, I'm sorry. Salmon Dash and PR, who, by the way, is in Germany. Like, how the hell did you do this? Like, all the posts that y'all been seeing, he's been in a hotel this whole weekend, but not in this country, in a whole nother country doing this shit. Squirrel on our medical staff in the back. The Cephalus, who was our head of security for this year, wherever he is, I think he went to go get coffee too. Phantom Wares, who was our vendor head, even though he's not here physically, he was able to help virtually. Marble Archer was our kids' events. Baja Griffin, our Doodle Squad. And I was registration, VPR, and contracts. All right. We had a Viper for Miss Ellie, True Blue. Registration, I know they've already left, but Glitter Tiger and Rose. Doodle Squad, we had Happy Penguin, Hexa Sketchy, Brit Moonbeam. Haunted Tuba, and Violaire. Doodle Squad! And security this year, we had Tammy in the back. Tammy in the back, and we also had Mr. Bojangles. He's a bush. There he is. He's good. I can't see him half the time. All right, so honorable mentions, because we want to make sure that we give credit where credit is due. Artists, we had Beardy Arts, BB, Roof, B-Fish, Techie Cutie, Trottlel Art, Twisted Sketch, and Chibi Changeling. Which, by the way, she's sitting right here. She did some of the badge artwork that y'all are wearing. All right, and security staff, we had Lizard King and Band-Aid Bliss. All right, we would like to thank our vendors for attending and offering us wonderful and beautiful products which we can purchase and throw money at them to help them after these last 2 years. Kiara the Tank Girl, Moonbeam Designs, Katie Sapphire, I think she's already gone, Waffle Wishes, Void, Sky Railroad, My Little Pies, and Chibi Changeling again. All right, so y'all know we raised $3,000 for the auction. Y'all were all here, which is great, really, really great. So y'all also know that we did a penny poll for our theme for next year. Y'all had 5 options: myths and legends, anime and manga, ponies in Wonderland, movies on the beach, and underwater adventures. Those were y'all's 5 options all weekend, and all proceeds went to Junior Diabetes Research Foundation as well. So, without further ado, drum roll please. $3,043.20 raised for Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Thank you so much. Like, oh my gosh. Whew. We dropped a 1? Where did we drop a 1? We need, oh, they're uneven. Oh, then it would be the funny number if we added 1. Where would we add 1? Oh, somebody give us $1 then. Okay, so now it's through. Okay, so now it's all right. So now we want to be as transparent as possible with y'all about our attendees numbers. We are going to give you how many badges we sold, as well as how many actually attended with staff, because that is important, and we would like to be as transparent as possible with you on that. So without further ado, Seaqustriafest 2022 had 180 badges sold total. Out of 180 badges, 142 in attendance with staff. Thank you so much. When we started this thing, we were like, honestly, even if it's just 50 people, we'll keep doing it. Because it's not about really the numbers. It's great that y'all are here and coming. Yeah! But we were going to keep it going whether the numbers were low or big. So I appreciate it either way. All right, next one. All right, so we voted, we tallied. The 2023 Seaqustriafest theme will be, drum roll, Ponies in Wonderland. Thank you everybody for your contributions in the vote. I really, really appreciate it. You want to be the Mad Hatter? I mean, you are wearing a hat. Exactly. I mean, you're even in checkered and red, and it's perfect.
Hey, Ellie, dibs on the rabbit. Dibs on the rabbit.
She wants, okay, you want to be the rabbit. She wants to be the Mad Hatter. Ford, what are you being?
Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat? Okay, we'll have 2 Cheshire Cats. No. Tweedledee and Tweedledum has already been decided again. Whether, I don't know if it's going to happen, but we can definitely try.
So, Jacob, if Rose wants to be the Cheshire Cat, I'll be the White Rabbit.
Yeah.
But she wants to be the White Rabbit.
They're 2 different things. They're the White Rabbit. Yes! Then I'll be your March Hare.
I want the March Hare. Oh no. Wait. I changed my mind.
Then I'll be the Mad Hatter and you can be the March Hare.
Okay, no.
Are you going to be the Dodo?
I want to be the queen.
You want to be the Queen?
There we go.
Oh, goodness.
It's just a matter of how complicated
It's going to be so complicated. So, I did speak with our hotel yesterday, trying to make sure that we could get those dates for you today. But they actually have a contract for the weekend that we were looking at, which was pretty much this weekend next year. So we will have to get back to you about the dates. But mind you, I will be looking at those very soon. So probably look for an announcement within the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye on our Twitter, keep an eye on our Discord, and our Facebook. We will post as soon as we know. So, all right. Is there anything else? I can't remember if there's any more slides. That's it? Okay. So, it's over. Go home. No. Oh, everyone to say something.
I just want to say before we leave, everybody, this is Seaqustriafest 2022. Oh my God, you're glorious. You're oh yeah, whatever. Friendship is Magic is incredible and needed now more than ever. We are back. We are in Pony, and it is time for us to celebrate and remember what we've raised this weekend, which is our love for ourselves and our love for one another. And remember that you're not alone. There's no I in team. We are one force. I am a brony. This fandom changes the world. It changes us all. It keeps us alive and focused and happy and remembering what it's all about. Coming together, telling stories, and celebrating each other. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much to Gajinka and all of the staff and everyone that had such an incredible effort to make this such a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I am filled with love from all of you, and I can't wait to keep it going with the movie afterwards and then go and watch the eclipse tonight. Know that you are loved, and I will see you real soon. Yummy!
I haven't stolen a microphone all weekend. I have to steal at least one.
Steal it.
Thank you for not letting me spend my birthday by myself.
We love you.
My birthday was yesterday. I'm sorry I'm late to my own birthday party. But yes, I'm 35 now. There's somebody, whoever asked. By the way, don't ask a lady her age. But thank you all for not letting me spend my birthday by myself and giving me a fantastically relaxing weekend. Surprising for a convention! I'm usually sweating and nervous and stressed. What voodoo is this that you do?
That was getting here. That was the stress.
Okay, yeah, getting here was the stress.
Yes.
Oh, those who haven't heard this, by the way, Friday night I arrived on flight number USPS 872. United States Postal Service flight. I rode in a jumper seat from Charlotte to Salisbury to get here. By the way, the cargo's master name is Mark. He's lovely and gay as a fruit bat. And the 2 straight married pilots were trying to hook him up with their gay friends the whole way here.
So you're telling me he's single? Is he cute?
I just got
I'm going to the airport with,
I know where to find it. Yeah, that's true.
Oh my God, I can get to conventions easier with the airport connection.
Hey, and with a discount.
All right, guys, I'll see you later.
So I just got a notification from our PR team head, Samu. He says, even if it was only virtual for me personally this year, at the moment I couldn't be prouder to be part of such an amazing team. Thank you, Seaqustriafest, for giving me this chance. I wouldn't give it up for anything. See you all next year. I know I will be there.
Hey, I gotta ask y'all something. For some of the musicians, do you want to see some of us that were on that previous list come back?
Hell yeah!
And possibility it could be some new faces again. Maybe we might have maybe more on the list. We may not know. Yeah.
Well, I'll apply next year, and I'll bring Thoth, and we'll have the kazoo band.
Why not? And maybe some other community guests. You may never know. I might bring a friend who I might think about talking to you about it later. So everyone, hey, come back next year whenever the date comes up to you guys. All right? Yeah. So there we go. Hey.
Thank you for coming. It meant so much to have you here at my home. It was so fun to have you here, and I hope you had a really great time, because I know I had a great time. And I cannot wait for next year. And thank you for all of the money that you have raised for this. Thank you.
You have something?
CQF.
SQF?
SQF. Why not? An SQF chant. How about it? SQF!
SQF! SQF! SQF! SQF! Kazoos are magic. Rick Ponies taught me that. God. This is probably where I'll finally break down and cry. Thank you, all of you. If you don't already know or haven't paid, I've had a rough couple of months, pretty rough, and it had me in a very low, very dark place, and I almost wasn't going to come. I was very much isolated and wasn't sure what I was going to do next, and was kind of almost contemplating just kind of stepping away from everything for a while, but thank you to this one for helping encourage me to get here. And this weekend was freaking magical. I'm still going to take a little time after this weekend for working on some personal stuff, but thanks to every single one of you, I can pretty confidently say that I'm not going anywhere. My job's not done. So, thank you all. I love you all, and thanks for believing in keeping friendship magic. So, thank you. Oh yes, and anyway, come to TruckCon. Because
One, but two advertisements.
so yeah, fun fact, myself, this one, are all staff for TruckCon. So if you like what we did here, something tells me you'll like what we did.
That explains.
And Ellie basically is staff for TruckCon. Let's call a spade here.
That explains everything being so comforting.
Yeah. Anyway, come. We also. Here's a fun fact for TruckCon. Did you know that this year the movie Shrek turns 21? Shrek can drink, and yes, we took that into account in making our mixed drinks. We're on the drink team. So no, anyway, come to TruckCon because it's going to be amazing, an amazing fun under the big top. But yep. Oh, I know. I got your panel.
I will definitely go.
I want you to know that it's that I went into a meeting, and this is stuff I'm not supposed to say, but screw it. I went into a meeting and I said, guys, I'm not approving panels until the deadline's done. But somebody submitted a Science of Shrek panel. I think we might just need to put an instant stamp of approval on that one.
Yes, I will go to that. I'm a huge Shrek fan. Yeah, there's a lot.
We love you.
There's a donkey.
There's a notebook that's green that says, "Do not open for sanity."
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Blue. I also wanted to thank you to those who came to my set. This is literally my first ever convention. Well, my second convention, my first ever live, and I was super nervous and just doubting myself. Thanks to her and her encouragement, and my mom. Shout out to my mom. Thank you. So thank you to all who made my first ever. Thank you to those who came and made it just awesome.
Yeah.
Come on, guys! Give it up for Lord!
Stop breaking stuff, geez.
It's the end of the con.
It's falling apart. So I don't know if you'll actually do this. I've been telling like a couple people. I think it's just an interesting fact. I don't know if this is like most world records and actual fires happening at a convention for bronies or anything, but we had 2 fires. We had one before y'all, well they were both before y'all were here. The printer printing the con books caught on fire.
Oh no.
And then we were testing the AV equipment on Thursday, and it caught on fire. So y'all didn't see any of that, but at the same time we were like, oh my god, and at the same time, that was hilarious. It was very lit. Yes. Community message. Hang on, we got something. Okay. Fandom's response? I'm looking at it. It says Ponies in Wonderland First Seaqustriafest 2023 and Fandom doing Kylo Ren. No!
What?
He wanted anime and manga. He's a big Evangelion fan. You have no idea. He was like, we're gonna have mechs everywhere.
There's one more person I want y'all to say hello to. She's live streaming right now, so we're going to ruin her whole stream. So this is my wife. Say hello, wife. It's everyone at the convention. We're at closing ceremonies. We just wanted to say hi. How are you?
Why is everyone saying it?
Nobody wants their flag from the battleship still.
I love you!
Is there anything else anybody got to say? Oh, Britt
I
wants
don't
to say
want,
something.
hang on, I've got somebody, somebody special on the line, actually, that
Come
wants
on,
to say
Britt.
hi to everybody. Go ahead. You can go, you're on speaker though.
Hi, how's everybody popping? But the bar will be great. Have you guys been in tax fraud this weekend?
I didn't see a tax fraud shirt.
There hasn't been tax fraud.
Good to know that crime is in order here.
Oh, good. Oh, did we get our other...
What do you want?
I also have another special guest to say hi to you guys.
What do you... Hold on.
We're literally
While Bob
live.
is loading, I would like to thank, especially thanks to the Doodle Squad, Moonbeam, Hexasketchy, Cheesy Changeling, Haunted Tuba, Happy Penguin, a bunch of amazing artists that all came together and helped create all this fun merchandise, fun signage, and it's been wonderful to lead them this year, so please give a special thanks to them. It's super amazing.
And thank you, Baha, for joining us for some wonderful fun this weekend.
Oh, heck yeah, and hopefully I'll be there for real HD, cinema scope, 1080p, 4K.
8K, we're not even doing 4K anymore, we're at
8K resolution next year, how about that? I promise, there you go.
and 64 bits.
So, how about our other friend who joined? You want to introduce yourself and say hi to everybody?
Hold on. Everything's broke. What? I'm really busy right now, okay? Oh, no cameras? Okay. I had a gag and everything, man. I had everything set. God, I'm not even at this convention. I'm not supposed to be here today. I do want to say, though, for the crowd that's there and for y'all, me and a lot of our friends have been following a lot of all the shenanigans you're all getting into this weekend. And I really just want to say I'm so glad that y'all had an incredible time this weekend. I'm so glad Seaqustriafest 1 went incredible. It seems like y'all were just constantly, for those who don't know, I don't know who doesn't know at this point, I run the TrotCon Twitter, and we've been interacting a lot, because y'all have been, it's just been incredible to see, and it's incredible to see a first-year con doing as well as it is. A couple times this weekend, I was like, man, kind of wish Rift Ponies was there this weekend. So, the fact that it did that, the fact that I see all my friends having an incredible time.
If Fiara could have mailed herself like she did, you could have too.
That's everything to me, and that's what the show and the fandom's all about. So I cannot thank you guys enough for supporting Seaqustriafest, because a lot of the people who are behind it, a lot of them are really good friends of mine. A lot of really good friends of mine, of Rift Ponies, of TrotCon. So cannot thank you enough. Forward, it sounds like you absolutely rocked it this weekend, and I expect nothing less. Baha, it sounds like you did amazing. I love it. First VTuber community guest at a PonyCon. I'm loving it. And, yes.
Is there a possibility maybe Rift Ponies trotting on down?
Oh, beach, let's go ahead away. Maybe, you never know, Rift Ponies beach vacation. If we can find the time, if we can find our way down there, you never know.
I think
yeah, right. I guess what I'll say is if y'all come back, y'all support Seaqustriafest, get them out, get them a year or two going on there. I think I think we could maybe see Riff Ponies in their future. Who knows? Do you really want the rolling dumpster fire rolling into their, Ocean City, Maryland doesn't need that. The Ribbronies, were they?
Resounding yes.
Is it resounding yes? Okay, alright.
So,
Well, to the 5 people who gave a resounding yes, we appreciate it immensely, and I guess I'm obligated to say a few things. Anyway, come to TrotCon. That's coming soon. If you haven't pre-registered yet, go. It's going to be incredible. You get to see a bunch of the people you saw here this weekend there, including me, if that's your thing. Come on out to Winnie City if you aren't, because Baja Griffin there and Riff Ponies were going to be community guests there, along with a bunch of our other friends. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but heck, whatever. Anyway, come to Seaqustriafest too. Let's make it happen.
Cool, everybody. That's
The sweet
Cool.
cool. If that's not the name of Seaqustriafest
It's
too.
see you at Seaqustriafest.
I will
we'll
not
see
come
you
down.
at Seaqustriafest. Yes, S-E-I-C.
Yes.
See you next
all right.
year.
Well, hey, thank you to Baja Griffin and Thought Manswell, everyone. We love you. It couldn't end until Thought was self-deprecating. All right, we love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Love that.
I think we should send y'all home now. Are y'all tired? We're tired. No, I'm sorry. I hate to be like Ferris Bueller. Why are you still here?
But no, thank you guys for coming. You made this weekend amazing. Love you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, I hope to see every one of y'all next year, and I hope it is just as magical as it was this year. All right.
Don't try this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.